So welcome back to the channel. I've got just a quick video for you here. I've come to one of my favorite camp spots, and what I want to bring to you today is one of my first review videos, if you can call it that. I recently got reached out to by ICECO, and they said, hey, we want to send you one of our products, pick whatever you like, and we'd like you to, potentially review it, and we'd like to potentially become, a partner with the TrailNewbie channel here. So I was a little torn at first because I recently bought my Dometic CFX3 25-liter fridge, and I got it at Overland Expo, and it was my first fridge, and I was all excited about it. I was now part of the fridge overlanding community. Before that, it was just a Yeti, which honestly, kind of not that good. So when ICECO reached out, I was torn because I thought, I love my compact 25-liter fridge from Dometic, high quality, all of that. So I started looking on ICECO's website, and I found something that for me might just be a little bit of a game changer here. They use the same compressor and the 5-year warranty, all that good stuff with ICECO and Dometic. But what I got from ICECO is a JP50 52.8 quart, or it's right around 47 liter in volume. So my Dometic 25 liter, this ICECO almost double that at 47 liters. Now you'd have to ask yourself, it's got to be much bigger in that case, and the answer is actually no. The footprint of the fridge itself is nearly the same. It's maybe an inch or so longer. I'm gonna get all the measurements here in the video for you here soon, but it's actually quite a bit taller, and it fits perfectly in the back of my Jeep. And as you all know, if you've been watching the channel for some time now, you know that I sleep in my Jeep, and everything's got to fit inside the Jeep. So when I found this ICECO JP50, I got all excited, reached out to them, and here's kind of the funny thing. It's not their newest product, right? It's not the fancy ones that you've seen, some really cool looking ones, ones that are all black. They kind of look like the Darth Vader model. ICECO does some really awesome things in the off-road and mobile fridge world. This JP50, it looks pretty ordinary, to be honest. But I'm not about what has to look the coolest. I'm not even about what needs to have the most technology built into it. What I'm about is the lowest profile that I can get while still being able to get the max output, if you will. So in this case, the output is how many liters of storage can I get from my fridge while still maintaining a very small footprint inside my Jeep. So I'm really excited to show these to you. It's a little cold out here. I'm gonna start getting set up and bring out the ICECO JP50. We'll go through some of its features as it compares to my Dometic. And if you're watching this, keep watching it. If you're looking for a compact fridge that packs a big punch when it comes to the interior volume and also the quality of the compressor. So thanks for joining me. So first I'm gonna get the two fridges out. Let me grab the Dometic. I brought it up here obviously just for comparison, because the ICECO already has some drinks and some dinner that I'm gonna be cooking inside, chilling. So let me pull out the Dometic, then I'm gonna unplug the ICECO, bring that out, and we'll start talking about them. So here is the Dometic CFX3 25 liter. It has a great case, and I don't want anybody to be mistaken with this video that I somehow don't like Dometic or I think it's a bad fridge. Nothing like that. What the purpose of this is to show you how much you can get in a small package in terms of the various fridges that are out there on the market. I've searched, researched, and I started with this CFX3 25 liter because it was such a small profile. It sits right behind my driver's seat, and it is perfect for that little space there because width and length is just right. I didn't think there was anything better, and I thought 25 liters was gonna be kind of my max size in terms of being able to have a fridge for my off-road camping, car camping, overlanding adventures here. So this is the CFX3. Let me go grab the ICECO. Hang on just a second. You know what, before I grab the ICECO, let me take you over there and show you where this ICECO fits in my Jeep. So give me just a second here. Let me grab the camera. All right, if you look right here behind my driver's seat, I'm gonna go get a flashlight, headlamp, so you can see it here a little bit better. Okay, that's a little bit better. So as you can see, the ICECO JP50 sits right behind my driver's seat, and I'm still able to sleep inside the Jeep with it in this position here. The footprint of it is super small. Now, it looks a little odd. A couple reasons. One, I put the protective cover on it, which is fine. It's not overly exciting. I have not put on the handles yet, and the handles would go right here. You pull those little plugs out, and ICECO sends along some kind of spring-loaded handles for this fridge. They're high quality, and I just haven't put them on, and honestly, I doubt I will put them on because my plan is to keep this as low profile as possible, and those handles stick out maybe an inch or so on each side. So in this case, less is more. As you can see, the height of the ICECO is, you know, not a whole lot of room here for me, but if you look, the fridge opens up completely. I'm able to get anything out of there, and it's really a great spot for it. So that's where I've positioned the fridge for now, and let me bring it over to the table so we can do a little bit of a comparison. Hopefully my little table can handle this weight and it doesn't fold under the pressure. That would suck. Here they are, the Dometic CFX3 ICECO JP50 without the handles. If you can tell, in terms of their width, they are very, very close in width. I'm going to put the actual measurements down on the bottom of the screen here for you. So in terms of the footprint or the profile of the width of this refrigerator, they're about equally matched. What is very different is the height. If you take a look, and hopefully you can see it well from that angle, you can see that the ICECO has just a little bit more in terms of height, which creates a nice little additional amount of room inside the fridge. The other thing that you'll notice, let me match these back to back so that the back of the ICECO is matched up with the back of the Dometic. And if you can see here, there is just roughly, I'm gonna call that about 2 inches in length on the ICECO versus the Dometic, which also creates that additional space inside, that additional nearly 25 liters, nearly doubling the size of the Dometic. So far, if you're looking at it, hopefully you can tell that the actual footprint and the space that this would take up inside your vehicle is really not that much bigger. So now let's talk about the technology within the ICECO and the Dometic. I've found that having Bluetooth and all the kind of bells and whistles, if you will, really is not that important to me when I'm out on the trail. What is important is to see what temperature it is and is it on or off. And I don't really need a Bluetooth app, though the ICECO product does have a Bluetooth app for it. I just haven't downloaded it yet. I really don't have a need for that. I'm probably just gonna run it manually the whole time, keep an eye as it is plugged in. So let me show you the inside of both of these, and you can see how much difference there is in terms of the inside volume. Hang on just a sec. All right, I've got the headlamp on, and here is the ICECO. As you can see, nice basket in there. I've just got a steak and some asparagus for cooking up later. I actually use this back cubby just to leave the cords in there for now, as this is a new fridge to me, and I have not yet really messed around with a lot of the cords. But as you can see, in comparison to the Dometic, the difference in volume. Dometic, ICECO. Boy, from this angle, it looks like the JP50 is just huge compared to this Dometic hanging back here. I do have one major criticism about the Dometic. Since I've had it, the lid on the Dometic, and I've asked other people about this, just really does not close well. As you can see, I'm hitting it to close it and it didn't even close. It can be lifted by this fabric that's attached to the lid. I literally have to get in here, and I don't think you can hear it. Nope, still didn't close. Still didn't close. I'm gonna give up. You have to push really hard for this little latch. So it's possible this Dometic of mine is somewhat defective. I don't think it is, because I've heard that problem with a lot of other Dometic fridges of the similar setup there. The ICECO, on the other hand, set it down. I need to get this little fabric out of the way, and it's closed. I'll pull on the sides, try to lift, completely closed. Closes easy, you hear it snap closed. Again, the only thing that could keep it from closing is potentially this fabric. It's really like an insulated surround, if you will, that comes with the JP50. I could see how if I was in a hurry and I set this down and I thought well, no, it still closed, that this fabric might keep it from closing, but that's just, you know, user error if you don't close it properly that way. But back to the Dometic. Got it, finally. Pushed hard enough, the little latch finally got in there. So in terms of a low profile fridge, I'm gonna let you be the judge. you know, I was willing to take on this ICECO JP50 over my Dometic because of this volume. 47 liters. I think they advertise it as a 52.8 quart. And a 52.8 quart, I'm always thinking of these things in terms of liters and the volume there. For this size and this footprint, this is far superior to this Dometic. Control panel on the ICECO, kind of interesting. It's actually at the back of the fridge here, whereas the Dometic, it's placed where you'd kind of expect it to be, which is up front, because as you're looking in, you can see the details here on the Dometic. In the ICECO, you open this up, you're not going to be able to see your control panel. But back to what I said originally, and that is, what do you need to control? Temperature, and is it on or off? I mean, that's really all I'm needing to do with a fridge. So having the control panel back here is really no big deal. It's a very, very simple display. Has an eco mode, a max mode, up and down button, and a power button. And that's it. So very, very simple. So now let's talk about price. This ICECO is on sale typically, or the pricing is typically right around, yeah, great price, right? The Dometic, again, 25 liters, 47 liters, the same SICOP compressor that has a 5-year warranty, I believe, in both cases. The Dometic, its price, which I paid, is, yeah. So you can tell there's quite a difference in pricing from the Dometic to the ICECO. If you're looking for a fridge, and this is my first time out with it, right? So I'm sure you'll see it on the channel, this ICECO, for many months and potentially years to come. And you'll get to see how it performs. If it dies after 2 months, well, that'll be a problem. I don't expect that to be the case. I'm gonna have this out quite often, and if you are looking to purchase an ICECO product, maybe this JP50 is what you've been looking for a really compact fridge that has a ton of interior space. If you use the link in the description, ICECO will be giving you 12% off, and I believe the promo code is going to be TrailNewbie. Easy to remember, probably all caps. TrailNewbie will get you 12% off your ICECO product here. So I'm gonna probably get some cooking going and put this thing through its paces on the channel over a long period of time. What am I gonna do with my Dometic? I'll probably keep it. I'm gonna keep it for now. I have potentially some other reasons for that, whether I put this in my wife's Jeep, my brother-in-law's got his eye on it, I got a buddy who's looking maybe to purchase it from me. We'll figure that out when the time comes. But for now, I'm gonna keep it. But this ICECO is gonna be the go-to fridge for my whole setup here. So let's get things put back in the Jeep. Gonna do a little bit of cooking and finish things off right with a nice steak, some asparagus, and those have all been nicely chilled on the drive up here in this ICECO JP50. Let me show you again how this is set up. So here's my bed, here's the fridge. As you can see, it is operational, and it's running off of my Anchor 757. I think it's now called Solix, I don't know, 1200 or something like that. I'm not sure why they changed the name there, but it runs nicely and fits perfect. So really can't say enough about the size of this thing. And over the life of the channel, you're gonna see how well it performs.
There is no mountain that stands tall as your faithfulness. There is no river that runs wide as your goodness. There is no mountain that stands tall as your faithfulness. And there's nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days your mercy follows me. There is nothing